Everybody is here today. Yeah, I think you can see that I have some sort of cosplay on today. This is suggested by some of our fans want to see something special for housekeeping. So this is cosplay I can think of last minute, but today we are here to spill the tea about the ghosts and the hantu. So shall we begin?
I really don't feel good. We're getting a lot.
Is anyone here? What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.
Woo! Welcome back.
Good morning, B. How you doing?
Yes, as you can see, I'm very alert and awake in the morning today.
Took a lot of effort. How long did it take you to dress up?
About 1.5 hours.
Wow, it's dedication to housekeeping.
Effort like the fans say want to see something, have to show something, right?
Wow, that's quite a white blanket statement, The fans do want to see a lot more things, a lot of other things as well. Okay, so Belinda, what do you have for us for our very first confession today?
First confession today is by Gary Xiang. So, Stayful Event by Gary Xiang. Caution, this is a long
Eventful stay lah, babe.
Alamak. You see lah, I tell you lah, with two eyes, I dyslexic, cannot really read properly. Now, with one eye, I lagi cannot see,
Okay.
Jialat already.
Stayful event or event stayful or eventful stay. Go, take it away.
This story is shared to me by my brother, and this brother is a very scientific person. Hence, it is very rare for him to mention anything about supernatural in nature. Sometimes when I would ask him about this story, he would get angry at me. Hence, when he shared this story with us, it was definitely a real life experience that he has encountered. This happened back 10 years ago when my brother was still in university. One of his schoolmates was a rich dude from China. Must intro to us. So when he got married, during the term break, he hence invited my brother and another mutual friends to his wedding. This wedding was all paid hotel stay in a 5-star hotel in Guangzhou. Not bad, Eugene. You want to
all
make this kind
expense
of friend,
paid. Yeah.
So
But he married
this
already lah. He
hotel-
cannot be the wife lah. Wasted.
nobody want to be the wife
Xiao
lah.
San,
Mistress also good, right? Okay, touch wood. I'm not such a bad girl. So this hotel was modeled after ancient Chinese building, hence it was resort-like, with individual buildings spread out. When he reached the hotel, he was totally taken in by the
Opulent setting of the place.
opulent setting of the place. He even sent a picture of the room to us and was genuinely happy about the stay, unprepared for what is to happen later.
Dun, dun, dun.
The room was constructed in a way that the bathroom with the bathtub have a glass window looking into the room with a single bed at side.
Beside it.
So beside it, so there was a wooden blind on istilah macam apalah.
Blind.
Okay. Wooden blind on the window for you to lower down when you are using the bathroom. They were staying in the hotel for 3 nights. My brother occupied the bed by the window facing outside, while his friend occupied the one beside the toilet. On the first night of the stay, he slept around 11 plus as he was tired after a day of sightseeing. He was roughly awoken. Roughly awoken around 2 a.m. at night. He was those type that would sleep like a log. So being awakened was quite alarming. He remembered vividly that he saw a skeleton figure with long hair. Ooh. So long black hair, wearing handful rope floating on top of him. He tried to move, but he could not. He tried to call for help, but he could not. He was actually encountering sleep paralysis. He was very scared and helpless. This went on for a good 15 minutes before the figure disappeared. He quickly get out of bed and grabbed a jade Guan Yin necklace that we got blessed from the temples 10 years before. He wore the necklace to sleep and there was no disturbance until the next morning. The next morning, he did not ask his friend how was the sleep. The friend mentioned that he slept very well. Not wanting to scare his friend, he did not mention about his encounter. The next night, my brother wore the necklace to sleep and hoped for the best. This night, he slept very well into the morning. However, his friend was not so lucky. He encountered the figure and experienced the same thing as my brother. This friend also did not want to scare my brother. He did not mention about the incident. Alamak, they're so nice, they.
You know what Singaporeans believe, right? When you see ghosts, you don't talk about it.
When I see ghosts, I definitely going to call Eugene. Eugene, I saw ghosts yesterday.
Confession time.
On the third night, my brother was awakened again, around the same time by this entity. However, this time, because of the necklace, it was not on my brother, but it was floating by the blind on the window, on the toilet window. Playing with the blind, my brother could hear the sound of the blind moving up and down. After a while, the entity moved on to his friend and float on top around him. So scary. My brother wanted to wake his friend up, but his friend seemed to be sleeping soundly, so he did not went ahead. This happened for the next 15 minutes and then the thing disappeared. The next day, when they left the hotel, they did mention this to each other, and that's how they find out about the second night incident.
So what does ghost do? Just want to lie on top of you. That's all she did,
I
right?
think, when I hear this story, I was like, hey, the ghost confirm bored one. Who will play with the blinds? Like kids, nothing to do, right? Yeah.
I said this is not a child spirit. This is probably the adult spirit wanting to capture their attention.
Well, some people who have ADHD like for the rest of their life, then become like child, like they play after a while, bored already, right? They go and do something else, go and float around the brother friend.
Okay, there's one more confession. This one is quite long as well. I'll read this one. This is by an anonymous member. Hi all, this is my first post in this group. Congratulations and welcome to Must Be the Hantu. Happened to me 1 month ago. I stay around at Kovan and there is this HDB children playground that has a frangipani tree right next to it. I don't bring my kids there after dark. Latest I would stay is 7 p.m. Then I'll head home with my kid because the tree gives off a very weird vibe. My helper walks the dog downstairs and often pass by that tree. One night, she brought my kid along to walk. She brought my kid along to walk the dog for fun.
Eugene,
Yeah.
the dyslexic affecting you.
And my kid picked up some frangipani flowers. Ayo! And brought it home.
Habis.
Immediately passed to me. Mama, I picked some flowers for you. So sweet, this boy.
Not bad.
Yeah, but let's see what happens next. I got to scroll up. Hey, wait some more. Hey, where cannot go? There you go. I got a really bad feeling immediately, but I brushed it off. My father, who is a religious Indian, has always reminded me since I was a kid not to pick up or pluck leaves or flowers after 6 p.m. That's true, my grandma said the same thing. Never bring it home and always wash your legs. Cleanse yourself when you come home. The heel of your leg, especially, and splash some water over your forehead towards the back. Eventually, I'll explain this later on. Eventually, I left the flower on top of my cabinet, went to shower, then came out of my shower and saw my dogs had shredded the flowers to bits. My feeling just sunk really low. That night, I just felt my whole body was super sore and my dogs were acting weird. Blanket staring at me. I thought maybe just tired from work. The next day, my husband, out of the blue, asked me, did I fall or hit something while he was pointing at the back of my knee? Lo and behold, I turned around and saw a huge blue-black bruise. It was so bad that it turned purple. But I was damn sure I didn't hit anything. And also to have this level of bruise, I'm pretty sure I will remember the event. Next night. While I was sleeping, about 3:30 a.m., there was a huge bang on my room door. I even felt the vibration on the wall. I had OT overtime in the office that day and was absolutely exhausted and fell into deep sleep. The bang was so loud, my husband and I literally jumped from our sleep. It's not a simple knock or bang. It was extremely loud, as if someone used both fists and just slammed into the bedroom door. I stayed at the top floor and it's impossible that it came from upstairs. I just went back to sleep and didn't think much about it. The next few days was just rare occurrence of my dogs barking at the windows, black shadows moving around in the house, me leaving the house in the morning to go to work, and then coming home to immediately falling sick with extremely high fever. Eventually, I started getting really weak and sick and decided to seek help from a family friend who does spiritual practices and guidance, and also went to pray at a temple in Sentul that does blessings during my travel back to KL to visit family. I found out that it was a female spirit that has been following me related to the flower. My family member helped to pray and the temple did a major blessing for me. Now I'm fine, much better. All the occurrence stopped and home is at peace again. Also lectured my helper and my kid not to pick up random flowers or leaves home anymore, okay?
Habis.
So this is quite a common belief in our Southeast Asian culture, isn't it? Don't pick up leaves, especially frangipani leaves. Don't pluck flowers at night. Don't disturb any nature or trees at night after sundown. Not even 6. Got a bit of buffer, 7 o'clock onwards. Come home, wash your leg for sure. Because the belief is that, especially the old people will tell you, the ghost will follow you back home. And why? To wash your forehead all the way to the back, because this is where your light is, right? So you don't want
The
it
Chinese
to be dirty.
guang, right?
Guang. So when you wash it all the way to the back, it's like the ghost cannot follow you. They cannot sit on your shoulder. They cannot follow the back of your neck. And it's interesting because you said Chinese guang. I talk about the Malay washing leg, and this is the Indian family. Wow, this is truly Asian story.
Or campur, mix already, right?
And I mean, it's amazing that when the minute we say pick up frangipani flower, you went, oh.
Habis.
I can imagine a lot of our listeners who are tuned in and clued into what the paranormal world is from a Southeast Asian perspective. Things like frangipani flower is a red flag, straight up. And the other thing that she's mentioned, and I believe this as well, she got a really big bruise. Remember she said that? That is so bad, it turned purple. Chances are, I believe that the bruise is not painful. There is a bruise, but when you touch it, it's not painful. Because there have been people who were afflicted and attacked by spirits, and they get bruises in your hand, like hand marks, big ugly welt or bruise-like, but there's no pain. Do you encounter that before, B?
I just encountered it the other day.
What? What's the story?
But it was like in a very like compromising position. It was near my thigh, like the inner thigh, and then it looked like one finger mark. Like, someone tried to like pry open. Yeah, I remember like the night before, I remember fighting somebody. I don't know what happened afterwards.
So fighting someone is in fighting with your boyfriend or fighting in a dream?
No. I was sleeping alone. I got woken up, and then after that I was like physically fighting somebody. So I don't know whether was it my dream or something. I was like wrestling with somebody. I was like, no, you will not take my soul today, that kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
But then after that, when I woke up, I saw the mark. I was like, alamak, what lah now? So I don't know what is it. I did take a picture of it, but I think later people will be more horny than like curious about because it's too close already, Eugene.
Okay. You send me for research purposes, okay?
Alamak.
The big one.
My eye cannot see anything today.
Okay, I read.
Thank you.
Okay. Hola, it's been a while since I posted my confession here. Thank you, Ven. How's everyone doing? As much as I would love to avoid anything supernatural, it has become a way of life for me, and I've learned to live with it. You sound just like Belinda. Here's a spooky shopping mall story I recently encountered sometime last week. Here goes. I had a dinner appointment in a shopping mall located at McPherson. The parking lots in the mall was quite limited, and eventually I ventured up to the uppermost open-air deck to park my car. As I entered the mall, I noticed that the only passenger lift was under maintenance, and I decided to take the stairs one level down. The mall's layout was pretty weird, such that there are escalators going up, but no escalators going down. Deck in my high heels, and looking at the number of stairs I have to make my way down to level 1. I decided to try the goods and service lifts at the far end of the mall. As I walked towards the far end of the mall, I observed that the mall was quite empty, with rows of empty spaces up for rent. Most shops and eateries operate at the ground level. As I was walking towards the two huge goods and service lifts located side by side each other, one of the lift door opened. A man walked out of the lift, and I entered the lift, noting that there was a lady with headphones on in the lift with me. I pressed the close button, but as soon as the lift door started closing till about 80%, the door jerked open as if a hand pushed the sides of the door open. I glanced up and saw the same man I saw earlier who exited, standing outside the door. I didn't think much and pressed the close button. As the door was about to close, it opened again. This time, there was no one outside, and I pressed the door close button again. Lo and behold, the lift door opened again. The lady, with the headphones on, looked up at me and impatiently jabbed the close button on her side. I shrugged at her and watched the lift door slowly come to a close. But at our fourth attempt to close the lift door, it opened again. The lady removed her headphones, and I turned to her. "I'm done with this lift. I'm leaving." "Why? You scared, ah?" The lady looked at me with a nervous smile on her face. "Scared about what?" "I'm late for my dinner. The lift doors keep on opening and closing. I'm done with this. Do you want to take the stairs?" I replied her with a slight annoyance in my tone. You go ahead lah. I'm going to try again." She replied, "You sure? Good luck to you, huh? Bye." I don't know why she speaks that way in my head.
Such a bitchy voice.
I exited the lift and walked towards the stairs. I heard the lift door started to rumble to a close. And I thought to myself, it'll sure open again. While I hurriedly walked to the stairs, curiosity got the better of me, and I turned to check if the lift door opened, like what it did the 4 times before. When I was... No, the lift door shut. Slightly spooked, I walked down the stairs, wondering what happened to the lady in the lift who was all alone in the lift. Okay, wait, show you the photo.
So the photo is, she mentioned, just for illustration, for our imagination. I think maybe either the lady inside, right? Okay, she was like kind of like messing with her. Maybe she purposely go and press her side.
The lady?
Purposely keep pressing, just want to mess with her. They say, why you scared? Who will say this kind of thing? What, looking for a fight already? Only 2 people there, later she punch you out, how?
No lah, got a third person also, right? The guy came back, remember?
Yeah, but the guy is kind of like just standing outside, ma. So either is the girl trying to mess with her, like, just trying to be like a particular, like a super asshole, or the guy is like, maybe one of the ghosts or entity trying to get her to go to the staircase instead.
Her guardian angel was trying to protect her. Something could have happened. I mean, if you think about it from a paranormal standpoint, usually we hear stories about how people's life was saved or a certain disaster was averted because the lift door couldn't close or something delayed them, and that's why they have to take another route. So this could be one of it. You see that?
Yes, the 2-person, right? Suddenly got an extra rider behind.
Got shadow.
Dang, dang, dang. It looked like long hair also, Eugene. You can see?
Yeah.
Like something moving.
Correct.
Yeah, the hair. Damn creepy.
Can we see from this video if there's anything following him? Okay. So you see this part, right? See,
Yeah.
See,
The front, right?
The front, right? Got shadow, but he's alone.
Only him and the bike.
Only him and the bike, As we go, see him and the bike. He turn back like that. Boom, straight away.
Him, the bike, and satu person.
So, my question here is this. Who would take a selfie while riding a bike?
Actually, in the comment section, right, someone actually mentioned, you know how for safety, they always have like the 360 camera, so
360
that they can
camera,
take
yeah.
in case anything happen, then the camera they can like kind of look at like almost all of the angles, like even behind them.
Also,
So that is what
this isn't a
happened.
selfie, is it?
It's not a selfie. I think it's like if you take a
No,
look,
I see
yeah,
that.
it
It,
looked like the person's helmet or something,
no, it came from. Okay, see, it came from
or maybe
his
attached to the
front,
bike.
attached to the bike, right?
Yeah, maybe
That.
the camera is attached to the bike lah.
Wow, maybe. Okay, but you don't see anyone sitting behind him, right? No legs by his side. Because if you sit by the
This,
motorbike, you cap someone. You have your pillion. From this angle, you definitely can see the legs sticking out by the side. But don't have, huh?
or maybe the lady like right like back to back.
But doesn't look like a back to back because her. See the way it's
Oh yeah, the hair,
positioned, right?
right? Okay. I
Okay, then the next question is it Photoshop? Is it a camera trick?
camera trick. I
Like
don't
edited
think
AI or something like
so.
that? No, right? This one seems
Yeah, it looks like a quite a smooth video transition. So a lot of the people in the comments actually did mention that they have similar encounters when they are riding through like the expressway also in Singapore.
like this one
So
Kelvin Chen. Do you want to read out his comment?
yes.
Kevin Chan.
So Kelvin Chan. So I am not exaggerating nor bullshitting. So this happened to me before at SLE at Yio Chu Kang exit before. So a lot of people actually do have this kind of encounter. So I have friends and my younger brother ride motorcycle too. He said at nights, especially some of the expressway, I cannot remember what they mentioned, but some of the expressway actually they are quite haunted in a sense. So sometimes you feel like you're not riding alone, or sometimes when you have a feeling of like you need to rush to go home like immediately, like that kind of feeling. Yeah, so it's like I definitely believe when you're riding alone, uh entities at night or maybe something could like accompany you on the ride, or maybe even influence you to do certain things, and maybe thus it becomes like accident and stuff like that, maybe looking for kawan.
Yeah, yeah. I know the West Coast side. There was some confessions that came in. The West Coast Highway after in Singapore after Haw Par Villa down further on. So the confessor was living in a condo around the area, and from where she stayed, from her bedroom, she can actually look at the highway, and she said she can actually see people, spirits lah, they're ghosts, but they look like people to her, waiting by the side of the road, loitering, and especially crowded during 7 months. Now there's another member who's also a patron of Supernatural Confessions. He stays at Bukit Timah Plaza area. And Bukit Timah Plaza area is tall enough that it sticks out by the side of the highway. Remember the one?
Yeah.
I can't remember which highway was that. I
I
think was it PIE? It passes by Nian Poly,
Yeah, the
Beauty
I
World.
used to work near Beauty World area. Beauty World area is like it was quite popular like in the past, right? It was like the town hot area of the time. And then after that now, because like it become like a, I would say more of like a more neighborhood kind of setting already. But when you go there, especially it's very very spooky. I cannot remember what's the building name, but it's the building with the OCBC bank one.
I think that's Bukit Timah Plaza.
Or Beauty World something lah. I
Okay.
can't remember the name really, because the name quite similar. But the one with the OCBC bank, the building very scary.
Very
It's very
old.
spooky and eerie, and
Yeah.
it's cold and it's wet. And then after that you can see mold growing everywhere. Wow, that place I tell you, damn haunted indeed.
Yeah.
Very haunted.
So apparently that highway as well, where you just described that mall, the highway is just beside it. That highway also haunted. So this confessor, his helper at home, can see things, and she can she sees souls waiting to take other souls, causing accidents.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
And I think, yeah, so Eugene, looking at our handful, the ghosts from China, and after that we have ghosts like causing harm to people, or maybe even playing pranks like harmless prank, like maybe you want to find your phone when you want to rushing out already, then cannot find your phone, that kind of nonsense.
Yeah,
You
they
know
just
what
hide.
we need, Eugene?
What do we need?
Hantu daycare.
Hantu-
Stop them from having all this nonsense. Just send them to they have activities that they can sign up. Then those hantu very naughty one, right? Then after they catch them already, right? Then send them to all the hantu daycare.
Okay.
Then will kena discipline.
So I ask you,
Discipline.
who's going to pay? Or they pay in hell notes? How are you going to run the business?
I mean, pain hell knows. Then after that, got people, with a lot of the family burn a lot, right? Then maybe they want to do more good deeds. Then they can have a better next life. Then they can donate to the good cause. Not bad, right? Good
Hantu
idea, right?
daycare.
Then no more this kind of lingering hantu or lesser lingering hantu until they can find a purpose in their afterlife. Then they can transcend into the next life. See, win-win situation.
So the sales pitch will be this. If you find that your neighborhood is haunted, well, fret no more, because Supernatural Confessions is now launching Hantu Daycare. So if you have a haunted neighborhood, why don't you make some contribution to Hantu Daycare, where we will gather all the neighborhood hantus, bring it to our place, and give them activities to do. No more sleep paralysis, no more playing with your blinds. Hantu Daycare. Ding!
Yeah. Good idea, right? Then also, you imagine from a human point of view. So after you bye-bye already, your time's up, expire already, right? Don't know where to go, right? You remember Eugene told me got Hantu Daycare. Then can go there and check it out.
Wow.
Then you won't feel so lost, all your kaki lang all there already.
Not
Like,
so lonely
you
lah.
you.
You are not alone. Okay, good. I like the idea. Hantu Daycare, definitely. See, any of you want to invest in this Hantu Daycare business, get in touch with us. Okay, next confession is by Andrea Cole. Okay, you want to read this?
Okay. So Andrea Cole says, this happened yesterday on 1st May 2024. So when Justin, my son who has special needs, went for his bath, I was there to help him take a shower quicker as we were going out. I asked him to chop to close the door. Bifold, I think bifold is the one that folds into half, right? So
Yep.
bifold, slide kind. So, but somehow he got stuck halfway. He was cool and steady. He's cool and steady. He bent down and did a gesture of shooing at nothing, right? So outwards to the beside the door. Then miraculously, suddenly the door can close without effort, right? So then he turned to me and he smiled as if there was nothing to be paiseh. What's that?
Why?
Wow,
you're not local enough. Come, I read the last few paragraphs. He says,
okay.
he cool and steady, bent down and did a gesture of shooing outwards beside the door. Then miraculously, he closes the door without any effort or hindrance. Then he turned to me and smiled, as if it's nothing or sibei usual, and something so common like it's a norm lah.
So remember I said before, as long as he's fine, I'm fine. Because we all knew along he can see since young.
Wow, this one. I like this one. This one short and simple. Maybe Van, you should learn from this also lah. Next time the door cannot close, right? Then you, hey, don't play leh. Don't play. Siam.
Later suddenly she do already, right? The lady from behind disappear.
Oh! Somehow I think you got to do it in a whole Hokkien Peng or very Singaporean style. Then it works. I cannot imagine you going there with all this proper English and dear spirit, would you please leave us in peace and do not disturb us? It doesn't seem to have that whole gravitas, right? You need to be oi, my bang leh, siam ah. That is more effective.
So that's why we need the Hantu Daycare discipline master.
If Belinda is there,
Go away lah, go away lah. Then go.
okay, you will be the head mistress there, okay, of the Hantu Daycare.
Alamak. But I find that a lot of special needs people can actually see ghosts. They know more than they can say sometimes. Don't you feel so?
Okay, I don't know enough special needs kids to be able to form that opinion for sure. But I have heard that if you are on the spectrum, you have more gifts. You have other gifts. And some of these gifts could be the sensitivity or the ability to predict the future, foretell things, and in some cases, like this case, communicate with spirits. Yeah, but I don't know if that's the norm. Like every or a high percentage of special needs kids have that ability. But I suppose if God takes something away, God should give you back powers in other ways.
So I mean, because I work with a lot of the children, and also sometimes, you know, even in like MRT or like public transport, sometimes you'll see special needs people, right? I don't know why. I don't know why they always like kind of gravitate around me. Then suddenly, like, you know, they can be like looking at something else. Then suddenly they just like stare into your soul. Then I like,
you wondering what they see that, right?
So, yeah, so
What
is
they're
it
looking
like, hey, what you see, huh? Like, don't kind of tell me behind got someone standing behind you, that kind of nonsense.
Next, we have Evan Taha's confession.
So last night, I read about a car owner telling the story about their car with the unusual long handprint. Ooh. So to them, it looks like Miss P's hand. While trying to wipe it off, they discover that the print was actually in the car.
Wow.
Habis. So at first, they thought that a passerby might be the culprit, as their car was locked. A few weeks later, the print showed up again, and this time while wiping, the owner said their prayer at the same time. They suspect that it was something in their car. After this, the prints did not show up. Dang, dang, dang.
Let's look at the photo.
But I think, you know, sometimes like you can pull your finger down, right?
Yeah.
But you can see the joints of the finger. It really looked like a long finger instead of like someone like you know, pull down a little bit before
Yeah. Correct. I think what you're saying is, it's not like it's pull and drag, because then you get one uniform line, right? This is as if you look at the joints, the fingertip, the joints, it's almost like the finger is that long.
Yes.
And
very scary.
Second week, they have another photograph. This is a bit more normal.
Yeah. This one maybe Miss P boyfriend lah. Then, you know, they hanky-panky. Oh my God, in the car.
Or maybe one of the either the husband or the wife is having an affair, hanky-panky in the car. They cannot caught already, right? Then oh shit, I think it's the hantu one. It's not. You go check the fingerprint.
Habis.
Quite freaky. Okay. Let's see what comment section. Stephen Young said, actually, that's why cars need to be blessed, not only to prevent accident caused by evil spirits, but also to prevent evasion of evil spirits. Helen J. Go say, goodness. Julieta Madi says, wow, luckily it's 4:05 p.m. Look at the print. So scary. Bye-bye car will be my message to the car. Bunle. Right. Why no go take forensic to do DNA test? See who said, Bunle, I got the same idea. Next one we have, this one is quite cute.
It's very, very funny. I love it so much.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are those people who play mahjong, play 4D, and like to worship Cai Shen Ye, this one is for you.
放到财神后面，老爸出去打麻将前。
老头，
什么声音啊？谁说话呀？
我就在你面前。
看人家说话了怎么事
我让你家为什么没有摆水果欢迎？
看谁显灵了看谁显灵了？看谁显灵了？我刚从网上学过了，我马上就去买生意。
算了，告诉我你有什么愿望？
我的愿望就是尽多挣点钱，然后那个打麻将多挣点，还效率更高。
你就空口许愿吧。
不效率。 买车也显灵了，
有成绩，
我有成绩。
你过来，我有几句话说给你听。
你说吧，我听着呢，我听着。
Because like the father is like, hey, what? Cai Shen Ye talking to me? Ah? Wow, this one must be my lucky day.
It's so earnest, leh. So earnest, like, wow, bye. Come with empty hand, is it? Or take out money from pocket and give to God.
You know, like last time, before all the social medias and everything, people share all the horror story or their encounter with gods by word of mouth, right? So I think apparently maybe this person have already heard a lot of stories like, hey, you know what, today Guan Ning Mak come and visit me, that kind of thing. Or maybe I have like spiritual talent. Then I was like, finally, my turn now. I Cai Shen Ye come and talk to me.
Cute. Okay, this next one I have is it reminds me of my childhood. Have you heard of Return of the Killer Tomatoes before, girl?
I have not.
Not your era, lah. Okay, let me show you this poster to jolt your memory. Ta-da-da! Remember this one? Return of the Killer Tomatoes is a B-grade show. Very, very interesting. And actually it stars a young George Clooney. I only realized that. So it's about tomatoes coming to Earth, killing people. And I think I know where they got their inspiration from. So this was sent to me, and I've seen this many, many times. And every time I see this, I smile to myself. Ta-da! Does this not look evil to you? It's a tomato. I swear, if I look at this at night on my salad, I'm like, fuck, I'm done with this.
The kid says, I'm not eating my salad today. Mom, why? Why you not eating? I prepare so, with
My
love.
salad wants to kill me.
My salad is evil, Mom. My salad is evil.
Okay, and now on our next confession, something to do with fruits. A tomato is a fruit, by the way, not a vegetable.
Yeah.
And I learned the difference between fruit and vegetable. Fruits have seed. Vegetables no seed. Tomato got seed, so therefore tomatoes are fruit.
Dang. But I think it's also like it grows on flower, like flowering fruit, man.
Is it?
Vegetable is not flowering fruit. B3 science, I remember.
So talking about another fruit, this is from Bibi Fendi artwork and photography.
Just share my painting based on superstitious urban myths about peeling an apple in front of a mirror at midnight with the lights off. Only candlelights in order to see your future self or your future spouse in the mirror. Anyone tried this before?
This is hand drawn by Bibi, yeah?
Mm.
Okay, so do you know about the superstitions or this folktale?
I only know the Bloody Mary one. I don't know about this.
Bloody Mary is the Angmo version, where you go in front of the mirror, you Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary 3 times, and Bloody Mary is supposed to appear and kill you. So very dumb. I don't know why the Caucasians would play that, or even a Candyman, where you call something 3 times for them to come down and just kill you. The Asian version is got a bit more use. We want to see your future spouse. You kaypoh, right? I want to see whether my husband is handsome or not. Or for guys, I want to see whether my wife is pretty or not. Okay, so you put a candle in front of the mirror at home. You take an apple, take a knife, and you're supposed to skin the apple without breaking the skin. So you go round and round and round and round at midnight, staring in front of the mirror. So what's going to happen is you will see somehow from the mirror there'll be an image coming out as you're cutting the apple, and the more you cut and you're about to finish it, the clearer the image will be, and that image in the mirror is who your future husband or future wife would be. But if you break the skin, something will befall that person. Either they will have a scar or something like that, or they will die. Okay, their lifeline will be shattered. So I remember some of the stories that people shared. This was during school days, where they said they'll see their husband, see their wife, see their boyfriend. I mean, these are teenage girls, right, in school, wanting to fall in love and checking out their future husband. And of course, with that sort of stories come with other confessions that came out of it. Somebody married the wife years later and said, hey, what's that scar on your face? And she said, I don't know. One night as I was looking into the mirror, and I felt my face bleeding. And then he recalled the time when he saw her, and I mean, obviously he recognized the image and everything, right? Because he broke the skin of the apple. So she had a scar on her face. Yeah. Don't know how true. This one is like third party, fourth party passed down story.
But quite interesting, this kind of superstition. But I mean, do you really want to like cause harm to someone? What if it's not just a cut on the face, like a bit maybe lower down, cut to the neck?
Yeah, that's what they say, because you may even, there will be a cut or the person may die. You cut off the lifeline. So, yeah.
Dangerous.
So some people have tried. Some people have tried this.
But Eugene, what happened if like this person not destined for love? Then see nothing in the
Wow, damn sad. Take the green apple, take the Washington apple, take all the apple. no image.
Well, then that one I think just 认命啦，算了啦。
I tried this, I tried this.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what do you see?
Nothing. I saw myself. So I was very maybe because I didn't use the knife. You're supposed to use the knife, right? So what I did was I used the apple peeler, and I didn't have patience. I didn't have patience. I just pressed and so I get like the whole big chunk coming out. So like 3 or 4 or 5 rotation is done. So I didn't see anything.
So maybe there is like a rule or maybe like a symbolic thing with the knife and the apple.
Yeah, maybe it needs certain thing, or maybe like even a white candle. Okay. But anyway, we are approaching the end of our show. We got a confession to put up.
Son tells father there is a man inside his room when this was captured.
Elliot, what are you doing?
I'm drawing a picture.
Oh, that's cool. What's that? What's that in the corner?
The man hanging.
Oh, why have you drawn that?
Because the man is hanging there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What does he do?
He annoys me at the night.
Why?
Because he does this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I'm not allowed to tell anybody.
Okay.
Stop it.
Elliot, what are you doing?
I see the man hanging.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
He's crying and I keep saying stop it.
Is he crying?
Yeah.
So this is the photo of the hanging man he's seen in the corner of his room. I'm going to ask him to draw it again when I've rubbed it completely off. Elliot, can you draw the hanging man for me like you did before?
No, because he'll tell me off at night.
What if I don't let him, if you can sleep in my room, is that okay?
Yeah.
Right, so what's these on his face?
Tears.
What's this?
String.
Oh, okay. Does he cry quite a lot?
Yeah, because he's got hay fever up there and he's up there
Okay.
in the corner.
Okay, thank you.
But he annoys me at the night because he keeps saying he always bangs and he just...
Okay, thank you.
Stop it. He's scared of me.
Oh.
Wow.
Very brave leh.
Oh,
Very brave boy.
okay. This one how This one, okay, I totally believe this lah. It doesn't sound like it's fabricated. Doesn't sound scripted. It doesn't sound like this kid was an actor as well. And for him to be able to draw this is wow, this is horror movie material. Okay.
Yeah, but Eugene, I think if you have any encounter with children also before, you have a little boy, right?
Yeah.
So like at that point of age, right, when I was maybe about 5 years old,
Yeah.
I could tell what is normal and what is not normal. I would cry and scream. I tell you, I'll give hell to my parents if I were to see something scary. Like even if it's like a black figure running, I will make a lot of noise. So like, I'll make sure that, people can know that I'm in distress. Right? So for this kid to be able to be like, he seemed to be like accepting it already. So what is your take on this?
My take is the father is so damn cool. For me, I mean, the child is quite calm as well. And the child is also calm because the father is not making it a big deal. I'm sure the father believes, and that's why he made this video. But it's worse when you, what is it? Hey, don't talk rubbish lah. Don't talk nonsense. Asian parents, right? They deny your experience. No lah. Nonsense that you're just imagining things. I'm glad the father did not do this to the child. It's like, oh, tell me more. Oh, really? And explain to me. And that's why the child isn't scared. The child trusts the father and feels safe enough to explain to the father. So to me, this should be the standard response to a child telling the parents that what he has seen. I mean, for Supernatural Confessions community, I don't think you're going to be the type that freak out easily, right? So, yeah, to me, this is a case study in good parenting if your child can see spirits.
Yeah, but also like from after I grew up to my give credits to my parents' POV, I think I scared the shit out of them also. Every other day screaming, I cannot take it this child.
Did they tell you what you're screaming about?
Usually I have a lot of night terrors. I still have night terrors nowadays, on and off. I will wake up screaming in the middle of the night because sometimes I can't remember. I see something that I don't like. Sometimes it's like people chasing me. It's like, stop it lah, go away lah, leave me alone. So nowadays I'm just like, if never catch me off guard, I'll be like, what you want? What you want? Some more lie.
Are you able to see the ghost from this video? Like
no, I cannot.
Cannot, right?
Yeah. I tell you my power is a very on-off one. I cannot control it.
Oh, but this photo, if my kid comes to me with this drawing.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Maybe a little bit nugget before we end off. Yeah. So I have a cousin who is also special needs, also on the spectrum, right? So last time, when I was screaming and crying, right, when I was a child, so my cousin is about the same age with me, but she's on the spectrum lah. So she would tell her mom, Mommy, I see someone hanging at the ceiling there. Then after that, they are like hanging, swinging a little bit here and there. Then another day, she will say, hey, I actually saw the three Chinese gods. I think the Fulu show, is it? Yeah, she said that the gods come and visit her. So maybe her mom just put it as like, watch too much TV, then she got idea from there. But seeing how she's related to me and she's from my grandma's side of that family, that is that I tell you where I get the kind of like the third eye special gift from. I believe she can see. Especially when growing up, she tell me a lot of things that I never even tell her. Then somehow nowadays our brain just like kind of sync up when we are together. She is a non-verbal autistic person, but when I see her, somehow like, hey, you want to drink green tea, is it? I go and get green tea for you.
Someone told me also there's a child that is highly on the autistic spectrum as well and would not want to speak. And every time the child opens his mouth to speak is to foretell something. And the foretelling is very, very accurate. And it's mostly not a good thing. It's like accident, someone's going to get hurt, something bad's going to happen. And he would tell. So in the initial years, he was always getting scolded because don't talk rubbish, don't curse people. Then after a while, they realized it's not so much a curse people or that what he says come true is
warning.
He's able to see. Yeah. I don't know what happened to him now. The parents did not, they were trying to protect him. I understand where they're coming from, but I think when you deny the child his experience, you just make him or her sound crazy, and the whole ostrich in the sand thing, pretending you don't know or don't have the ability, is not going to work because you're going to see it for all your life. Then what? How are you going to deal with it? Teach the child to deal with it at the early stage. Understand what he's dealing with, what's available out there, what's real that only he can see. That's so much better than to say no lah, walao, the rubbish lah, don't talk. Just shut people up.
Yeah. So I was very, very happy when I found Supernatural Confession. I was like, hey, my kakilang, my kawan is here. I feel like so much support and love. Like, hey, maybe I'm not crazy.
Maybe you're not crazy after all. Yeah. Well, we come to the end of the show. That's all our sharing that we have. We would like to leave you with one public service announcement from Gita Nonis. Gita Nonis is asking, more horror stories, please. And that's what we want to ask you as well. What do you want to see on Housekeeping as well as Supernatural Confessions Facebook group? The group, I think we started about 2015 February time, so we're almost at 10-year mark. Next year will be 10 years already. So here's the thought process. Like when we started off the Facebook group, it was for confessors by confessors, and it is meant to be a place of sharing. For many years, and all the moderators, we all hold by that belief. And I think every 1 year or 2 years, I will ask the community for their feedback. Is this still relevant? Is this still what you guys want? So for the last 8 years, you guys said confessions first, and we respect that. I totally agree with you as well. I'm going to ask this question again. What do you want to see? Facebook group. Do you want to see, again, mostly, shall we stick it to confessions, horror stories, less of the videos and the shared links? Or do you think we can have more shared links, more funny stuff, more memes? Or if there's a third option, what is it you want to see? Leave us something in the comment section, because we listen to you guys. And, Belinda and I, when we pick up stuff, sometimes we think to ourselves, what would you guys like? So if you can let us know in the comment section what you guys like, that will make our life a lot easier and make this video more worthwhile for you, because we spend some time putting in the content, editing this, putting it up. So ideally, if you enjoy it, that's what we want. That would make us really, really happy. So let us know. Belinda, any message that you have for our community?
Yeah, so thank you so much for all your uploads, your videos, your confessions. All this has been very nice to read, and then after that we will try to reply and approve as much as we can. So maybe just for the admin side, because like I feel I don't want to keep the post up too long pending, right? Because sometimes people lose interest and stuff like that. So please let us know what you would like to see more, and then after that we will see how we can create more better content for you guys. Yeah.
And if you're sharing something, please give us a comment. Like, you put something in. Don't just lazy and just click share and expect people to guess what it is. Most times, people with so much content online, they're not even going to click on it and they'll scroll by. So if you put, this video is great, it's very scary. At least, it picks our interest and we'll go in and check it out. Okay, so little things like that would help us, help you, and help the entire community get better content out of it. All right, so we love you guys, and thank you for watching. We'll be back next week on Housekeeping. I'm not sure what Belinda has for us next week. She's always surprising us with something new.
Next week I will have new gimmick.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
So for Housekeeping, we are your hosts. My name is Eugene, and that's Belinda saying goodbye.
See you. Bye-bye.
What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.